Ethan and Caroline met 4 years ago while pumping a homecoming float at OU. He got her phone number that night and then forgot to call her for a week. Once he got up his courage, he used the excuse that he had forgotten his water bottle and he thought it was in her car. Could he come over and pick it up? They got to talking, hit it off immediately, decided to go for a drive and keep enjoying each other's company, and spent 3 hours at Lake Thunderbird laughing and giggling and getting to know each other. One thing led to another, and it led us to here today.
I wrote this letter to you 5 years ago. We hadn't met yet. 5 years ago, on September 22nd. I opened this 2 days ago. I was like, there's no way I wrote this exactly 5 years ago on our wedding day. That'd be insane. Close, but not quite. So, it's my future wife. I don't know if God has crossed our paths yet or not. And if he hasn't, then that's okay. I'll wait as long as it takes for me to find you. I'm doing my best to live according to God's will, so I can't imagine who the girl is that he's set aside for me. I know you're going to be an amazing woman of God. I'm so excited to grow with you spiritually. I'm praying that whatever trials you're going through right now, that God gives you the confidence and the faith to keep pushing through.
A letter to my husband on our wedding day. Ethan, today is the day that we dreamed of for the last 4 years. Just a few short hours from standing at the altar together, hand in hand, making our vows to each other forever. What a gift from God that is. We continually talk about how God has had his hand in our entire relationship, and this is so very evident today. When writing this letter, I'm overwhelmed with emotion, so much excitement, joy, and gratitude. I'm so thankful that I get to be the one who loves you, Ethan Watson, for the rest of our lives.
Caroline, your mom and I are so proud of you. You've grown into a beautiful, strong, young woman inside and out. That beauty and strength will be the foundation of your marriage, helping it to grow into a bond that can't be broken. I have to admit, I was slightly disappointed when you chose to go to school at OU. I'd always held out hope that you'd be an Aggie like me and Olivia, but clearly God had a different plan. And that plan became crystal clear the day you introduced us to Ethan. From the very first time I met Ethan, I had a gut feeling that he was the one. I knew it, and I'll admit it scared me a little bit, but in a good way. Ethan, you're a young man we've been praying for since Caroline was a baby.
Thank you. I was gonna cry now.
I'm proud that you're marrying the love of your life.
He really is. Love of my life.
He's a good man. Ethan, you're the same man today as the day that I met you. That consistency, that character, that sincerity, I could see it right away. You're a man of integrity and kindness, and I knew that from the beginning that you would love Caroline the way she deserves to be loved.
I want to spoil you, encourage you, and love you. I want to live happily ever after because I really am a romantic. If I could give you one thing in life, it'd be that you'd be able to see yourself through my eyes. Only then would you realize how much you mean to me. Our life together will be a story of love and romance that I can't wait to tell our kids about. I know that I've found the love of my life, but I've also found my closest friend. You're my soulmate, my love, my peace, and my life. You're my soft place to land and my guiding light.
You look at me! Caroline has been one of the greatest gifts God has ever placed in my life. I met her during open house of sorority recruitment. We were doing the usual small talk, and then she noticed a bracelet that was on my wrist. It said, "Stronger than sarcoma." Then Caroline shared her story with me. She told me how she had been a cancer patient herself at the same very hospital my mom was at. And in that moment, I knew God had crossed our paths for a reason. It wasn't just a coincidence, it was His perfect timing. I didn't love her because we shared a bond over cancer. I loved her because through her, I felt the presence of Christ, someone who saw me, heard me, and carried my burden with me. Now, Ethan, you are a blessing we didn't just hope for, but we prayed for. The way you love Caroline is Christ-like, patient, kind, sacrificial, and steadfast. Thank you for loving her as Christ calls us to love, and for embracing not just her, but every single one of us who are blessed to call her our sister and friend.
You're so handsome. It seems like just yesterday we were walking into Maddie Manor House and made eye contact from across the garage. The butterflies I felt when you asked me to hang out for the first time are the same butterflies I'm feeling today. You make me smile and laugh till my jaw hurts, and you're always there when I need a shoulder to cry on, and that's a lot. When I was sick, I would dream about the future that I would have and what it would look like. And I even questioned whether I would even have a future. Would I attend college? Whether I would find the love of my life and get married? I wish I could tell my 17-year-old self to just wait, because everything she had prayed for, all her dreams would come true. And I can say that as I stand in front of you on our wedding day. The last 4 years have been filled with so much joy and fun and love. And I know that the rest of our lives will be even sweeter. I love you, Ethan, always and forever.
As loud as they can ring.
Caroline, I will never forget the first time we met in that gross garage for homecoming. At that moment, I could have never imagined the depth of love that we would build together, but I'm so grateful for it. You love others with passion, and you have the biggest heart of anyone that I know.
For everyone to see.
Ethan, I remember the feeling of falling in love with you like it was yesterday. I remember the way that my heart was racing as I stared into your eyes, realizing that one day you would be my husband or my biggest heartbreak. And today, you become my husband and I become your wife. What a beautiful example of God's faithfulness. When writing my vows, I reflected on all we've been through the last 4 years. Many surgeries, even one 3 weeks ago. Nursing school, graduating college, starting new careers, and now here today, standing at the altar. All of those things have one thing in common. We did them together. Who knew that those two kids who met 4 years ago in that garage would be so madly in love?
I promise to be your love, your companion, and friend. I promise to be your partner in all things, your ally in conflict, your biggest fan, and your #1 supporter. I promise to love you and care for you in sickness and in health. I will try in every way to be worthy of your love. I will always be honest with you, kind, patient, and forgiving. And I promise to try to be on time to stuff. Most of all, I promise to be a true and loving friend to you forever. I love you.
Ethan, I promise to be by your side on your best days and our hardest days. I promise to be your #1 supporter in any and every dream you have in this life. I promise to devote myself to Christ first and you second before anyone else. I promise to remind you every day how incredibly handsome you are. I promise to be your 60 on days you can only give 40. I promise to never break any pinky promises that we ever make. I promise to never leave you when life gets hard, and I promise to trust, respect, protect, and love your heart. You are the person I go to when I need to laugh, cry, or simply find stillness. You showed me a new side of love, a love that I've dreamed of my whole life. I can't believe I get the privilege of loving you. I pray that our future children grow up knowing the kind of love that you've shown me and never settle for anything less. I have loved you as my friend, my boyfriend, my fiance, and now my husband, and any other titles that we get the privilege of being in this life together.
Love you.
By the authority entrusted in me and in the presence of God and all of these witnesses, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride.
There has been so much love radiating from everyone this weekend, and I feel so lucky to be able to witness it.
Caroline is truly one of the most remarkable women I have ever met. She inspires me every day with her determination, her resilience, and her compassion.
And I couldn't be more thankful that God chose you, Ethan, to be Caroline's husband. Together, you bring people together. You radiate joy, and you remind all of us what love is supposed to look like. So as you begin this new chapter, I hope you always remember that you're surrounded by people who love you deeply.
Ethan and Caroline, for the last 4 years, you've been preparing for this race. Today it begins. There are going to be days when it feels like it's 100 degrees. You're tested, you're tired. Just keep running. It's the two of you against the world. Never stop. Never quit. We love you both. Cheers.